it's your girl Dr. Nina, and today I'm going to do yet another special request video. You guys have asked me, since knowing that I've been 108 pounds heavier, how I've worked on evening out and even lightening some of the areas of my skin that were much darker when I was heavier. So hopefully you'll find some good stuff in this video that you can try out to even out those areas and also maintain them.
So dark neck is a skin pigmentation issue, and usually it's not contagious or an infection. Some of the causes can include friction from obesity. I was obese for a lot of my life, and when you're heavier, there's literally more skin to be able to fold over and rub up against each other, causing that skin to get thicker and darker with time. Another cause is sudden weight gain or weight loss. Acanthosis nigricans, which is a skin condition that causes darkening around the creases of the neck and other areas of the bodies, like in between your thighs and the folds of the thighs, the armpits, and the growing area. Aging, being overly exposed to the sun without any sun protection, simple hyperpigmentation, or if you tend to have an uneven skin tone all over your body, eczema, which I also have, diabetes or higher levels of insulin, which is a more medical issue, polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS, poor hygiene overall. If you're not taking the time to really clean the creases of your skin, y'all, let's just be real, genetics play a big part in a lot of these skin conditions that we inherit. So there are some simplified methods for you to try at home, especially if it's not a medical condition. If you find that it is a medical condition, you need to see a doctor. Y'all know I don't come to you lying, so I'm not gonna tell you none of this stuff is gonna work overnight. Over time, you will see some improvement. Any of the items that I'm using today can be found down in the description box.
Make sure that you comment, share, and also subscribe to this channel and also my vlog channel. Make sure that you come back on all Thursdays and some Sundays for video uploads. Also, make sure you turn on your notifications so that you know when I upload. For a dark neck care regimen, I follow the routine of cleansing, scrubbing, mask, and moisturizing, which is really just an extension of my face care regimen. My most used face wash choice is the Purity Made Simple, which is just a really basic, gentle cleanser. After making sure my neck is damp, I go ahead and rub the cleanser all around, making sure I focus on those areas that often have dirt caught in them, so like the cracks and creases that you might see in your neck. I try to focus on those, and if I need a little bit more help, I reach for one of my face brushes. This is my Clarisonic for today, but mainly I just use that gently across those darkened areas or the areas where there's cracks and folds, including underneath my chin. Just like I pat dry my face with a paper towel to avoid bacteria that can come from towels, after thoroughly rinsing my face, I do the same around my neck area. If you want a very natural and effective way to wash your neck, you can also use whole milk, which acts as a natural cleanser and toner, and also it contains lactic acid, which is a form of alpha hydroxy, which is in a lot of high-end products, and it's a gentle way to remove oil, dirt, and also makeup. I simply put a little bit on my hands and rub it in just like I would any cleanser across my entire neck or even your face and décolleté. After you rinse it, the area will feel soft and smooth, and instead of drying the skin out, it seems to plump it up and leave some moisture. After you've cleansed, it's time to move on to scrubbing and exfoliating, and you all know I love an amazing all-natural sugar scrub, so I just use my brown sugar with my olive oil and I'm ready to scrub. If you'd like an all-natural bleaching effect, a way to get that is to use a few drops of lemon juice. Used about 3 times a week faithfully, you will see that the skin starts to lighten and whiten in those areas because of the lemon, but I just use it gently. You don't need to rip your neck off with this, just gently make sure you're exfoliating the surface, getting the dirt out in all of those areas in the creases and folds. When you're done, ensure you rinse off thoroughly. If you want to go for a more gentle scrub for sensitive skin, I use old-fashioned oats or either organic rolled oats, and using my Ninja blender, I just chop them down into like a fine powder, and I combine that with tomato juice or puree. This mixture is especially awesome as an exfoliation or scrub. The oats are excellent at getting rid of the dirt and dead skin cells found in between the folds in the neck, and the tomato juice acts as a natural bleaching agent. I take about 2 teaspoons of the oats and mix it with just enough of the tomato juice to make a good paste. I apply the mixture to my entire neck, including the front and the back, focusing on those areas that might be a little bit darker. And you want to make sure you get it all the way around and rub it in good. Let it sit for about 20 minutes. It's going to dry, but you're also going to feel it tingling just a little bit because of the tomato juice. You then take wet fingers and you start to rub it gently. This is where the exfoliation comes in. So it's kind of a mask and an exfoliator, and it reveals beautiful skin. If my neck area is looking darker, I use this in my regimen about 2 to 3 times a week until I start to see the skin lightening. A skin brightening exfoliator I love to use for the job is my Body Mary Glycolic Acid Scrub and Exfoliator, which I got from Amazon. I love this one, but because of the glycolic acid in it, you want to make sure that you use a sunscreen after you've used it. And now we are on to the masks, and my favorite that you all have seen me use before is the Basil Turmeric and Yogurt Mask. The Basil cleanses your skin, while the turmeric is a natural antiseptic, and it lightens the skin, and the yogurt cools, moisturizes, and rehydrates the skin. This is excellent for removing the grit and darkness from the neck. To about 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt, I add about 2 teaspoons of the Basil, and then I sprinkle on just a little bit of the turmeric and mix them up well to make a really thick paste. I use this as more of a spot mask because of the turmeric in it. You will feel the skin tingling just a little bit. I just add it to the exact creases where my neck tends to get darker. I just make sure I saturate that really well and let it sit on for 20 minutes and dry, and rinse it off well with water or a towel, but use a towel you don't like that much because turmeric does stain. If I need to, I'll use this every other day for darker skin patches. Now that we're done with the mask, just like your face, you need to tone your neck, and I use apple cider vinegar, just 1 part apple cider vinegar and 2 parts distilled or boiled water. Just mix them together really well, and I keep that in a container for about a month. So take your saturated cotton pad and run that across all areas of the neck and the back of the neck as well. After, you must moisturize, and of course you all know I love my Renewed Hope in a Jar or my Aveeno Positively Radiant Overnight Hydrator. When my skin looks extra dark around the neck, I usually try to take a little bit of aloe vera and almond oil, which are great for lightening and repairing the skin and removing dirt from the skin follicle. Now that I have my plant, I can actually just extract it straight from the plant instead of the store-bought stuff, and just put it into the almond oil and put it underneath my moisturizer. Don't forget to smooth your moisturizer upward to support the tightening and toning of the skin instead of pulling it down and drooping the neck downward. I also add at least a 30 SPF and sun protection so that my skin is protected if I've used lemons or either acids on my skin.
And if you do have difficulties with obesity, make sure that you keep those areas dry. I used to like to use something like a lightly medicated powder that would keep that area from rubbing up against each other and would keep it nice, dry, and cool. Stay out of things like turtlenecks because those are going to often cause more friction between the folds of the skin. Make sure that you're exercising, drinking plenty of water. You're going to reduce your weight, which is going to help those areas start to tone and firm. So it didn't get there instantly, so it's not going to go away instantly. If stay working hard on these areas, they will get better. Don't forget to comment, share, and also subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace.